number 2 in terms of mediastinal, middle mediastinal masses is the esophagus. This is a big hiatal hernia. You see that big air fluid level through the heart on the frontal, and then behind the heart on the lateral. Big mass here, air fluid level. That's a significant portion of the stomach that's above the diaphragm. Probably half of the stomach is up above the diaphragm. And believe it or not, I have seen them this big in a chiropractic office. I've seen hiatal hernias that big. And that's almost an intrathoracic stomach. There's so much of the stomach is in the mediastinum. Typically, these people have chronic heartburn. They just got regurgitation and they've got esophageal reflux and they just complain about heartburn all the time.
Is it more common for it to scoot behind the heart or in front of?
It'll typically be right behind it. It'll be kind of, just fill up that retrosternal clear space is typically where you get it. And this is usually the sliding or axial type, if you remember talking about that in the GI class. Sliding or axial type, because that's most common, and that's usually what these are, is the sliding or axial. But you can have a hiatal hernia, a small one, and it not be readily visible on plain film. They generally, you can only see them like this when they're big, and they got a nice big, air fluid level in them, then they're really easy to see. That one, of course, you'd have to have your eyes closed to miss it. You can see the air fluid level. They might even have multiple air fluid levels, and sometimes they will have, because if the stomach may flop over, part of it may flop over like that. But through the stomach, or through the heart rather, air fluid level, and then right behind the heart's really classic for a hiatal hernia. Unless achalasia can look similar to this. Because if achalasia gets really distended, they can actually even have an air fluid level with achalasia.
In the first X-ray that we saw with bowel obstruction, there's also multiple fluid levels.
But that's down in the stomach.
Those are
Yep.
places.
Yep. There should only be air fluid levels in 2 places that are normal. Stomach, and of course it's not normal for it to be in the mediastinum. In the stomach here, and we can have in the proximal large bowel, we may see air fluid levels. They're abnormal anywhere else. And especially in the small bowel, they're absolutely abnormal. They're abnormal in the sinuses. They're abnormal in the lung. They're only normal in the stomach and proximal small bowel, or large bowel rather. Okay? All right.